My name is Debbie Reynolds. They call me the Data Diva. Today I want to talk about data privacy and voice spoofing. So, first of all, I want to thank my friend James W., who wrote in his newsletter about voice spoofing. Definitely check him out on LinkedIn. His newsletter is called Smoke Signals. Anyway, voice spoofing is ways that people are using AI to mimic someone's voice. A lot of the uses for this, even though people use these things and maybe they're doing presentations, or especially we've seen this in kind of movies like Mission Impossible, someone spoofing someone's voice. But now this thing has gone from kind of science fiction to science fact. So there are technologies out now that can be attained very cheaply to do these types of voice spoofing things. Typically, threat actors, they want to do it to do some type of fraud or criminal activity. Like they want to emulate the voice of someone to be able to either get some type of monetary gain. Maybe let's say your bank has voice recognition. Someone wants to emulate you in that way. Maybe someone wants to scam you out of some money, so they'll impersonate maybe a close family person to someone else. So there are a multitude of ways that voice spoofing can happen and can have kind of devastating effects if people fall for it. So there are kind of three ways in which voice spoofing is created. One is our technologies that do what's called text-to-speech. So having someone actually type out the wording of what they want a voice to say and sound like. They can use AI to kind of do or create machine learning to actually create a voice from someone's text they do. Voice conversion. So voice conversion is taking snippets of someone's real voice and then kind of stitching it together with AI to make someone maybe say something that maybe they probably wouldn't say, but it tries to mimic the voice of the person based on those clips. And then deep voice or deep fake voice. So deep fake voice is basically using maybe information about someone's kind of voice, their tone and intonations to just make it sound like someone else. So this is very kind of dystopian, very Mission Impossible. These things are possible now. The technologies are there for people to be able to do that. We're telling people to make sure that, especially if, like for example, you get a phone call from someone, maybe you're a child or you're a parent who seems in distress. A good thing to do is maybe have a predetermined code word where if you get a call like that or information like that, you can ask the person for what that code word is, or you can hang up the phone or stop the communication and use a different method to actually contact that person. I think we're definitely in the Wild West days of AI now, and I think that people should be very vigilant about how advanced these technologies are now, and these things are possible to do right now. So I think people need to do their best to try to protect themselves from fraud, and also privacy for making sure that people aren't giving threat actors information that can be used against them in these types of situations. That's it. Thank you.